Alright, welcome to another Robot Adventures review. So, as always, children, don't watch this. Dumbass fuckheads, don't watch this. Anybody who's can't take a joke shouldn't watch this. Anybody who doesn't use toilet paper when they wipe their ass should not watch this. Anyone who thinks elephant penis doesn't look really sexy shouldn't watch this. So, yeah. Anyone else can check it out. So, I picked this up. Today is the 22nd of January. Picked this up on Thursday of last week. So it's been, 4 days I've had this. This is slacking off. I built it yesterday, but I didn't make the video of it. And, yeah. The Gundam Age-2. So they're gonna go from normal to heavy to light. I don't know how they're gonna modify that, but anyway. And it had some tape on the box, so I tried to open it and ripped it apart. So my box is kind of fucked up. We do have the transformability, but yeah. I'm not a Gundam expert. I don't claim to be one, but I do have over 1,000 transformers. So maybe I know a little bit about transformation. Here he is, Mr. Gundam Age-2. I do not have a Zeta Gundam, so I can't really compare them to that. And there are a couple of other ones. Just because I've been buying Gundams recently, I've figured out some of the other names. There's the Psycho Gundam. I think he transforms into a box. And yeah, some of the other ones do a little bit of transformation, but so they can fly faster in space, of course. Because in space, they need their aerodynamicisms in space. I didn't paint this thing, of course, clearly, obviously. And I like the stand that comes with it. So, okay. They made the mega scale, version of Gundam Age-1 normal. So maybe they'll make a mega scale of this guy, which might be cool. I don't know. Okay. So I guess I can try to show you the transformation. And some of the pieces I've already broken on this thing. So you're thinking, oh wow, cool, it's got wings. Maybe it would be something like this, with that kind of well, if I can get it to split. That kind of stuff. You would think, oh, that'd be kind of cool. But the answer is no. The wings are set. Let's see if I can. I'm going to try to rip off his wings here. I don't know which ones I've already set, but I think that one is the stiff one. But some of the other ones, zoom in there, are not set. So I actually had to break the plastic stopper to get this kind of movement. Which I was thinking, oh, okay, that'd be pretty... Since they are wings, shouldn't they, like, unfurl or something like that? But that kind of setup isn't allowed. And I'm going to stop the camera and show you why. Alright, let's take a look at both of these pieces, and because the autofocus is going to be shitty, I'm going to stick this box right behind there. Alright, so this one, you can see, has a little tiny piece of plastic right there, and it does not allow the wing to move out. It's stopping it. This one, however, actually broke that piece of plastic, and you have that ability to move. So I kind of like that movement in the wing, but that's just me. So if you want it to move, you're going to have to break the plastic. If you want it as is, you're going to have to keep it like that. So maybe modify, I don't know. Anyway, let's get back. Alright, so this, of course, is his gun, and the stand looks okay. He does have that. Does have two hands on the bottom there, which is kind of good. You can add. These are the leftover components. He's got two fists, and the shield, and his, I guess, his hip, or whatever you want to call that. But you have to take that apart and put that individually, like the little butt cover, asshole cover right on top there, and the other piece right in there, and then I guess you could put the hands back on them. Hands in there. You have to take the hands off and rotate them, but anyway, you can stick the hands on there. So yeah, he can. The shield, I'm not really sure where that would go. Maybe there's a place for the shield. I just haven't figured it out. Is this cool? I don't know. He does transform, and if you're doing some stop motion, maybe it's cool. I like transforming, but it's not. It doesn't really. It kind of like disassembles and then reassembles. That kind of transformation. So you got to take everything apart and then put it back together in a different combination, which isn't really how a transformer works. But anyway, except for Omega Supreme, which kind of was like that. But that was a long, long time ago. Yeah, so let's transform him up here and see what he looks like. So I'm going to try to hold the stand with one hand and remove his parts with the other. So that goes into his chest. You got a little hole in his chest, which will always be there. The next section just pops off, and it's just held together by those two little pegs into that tab right there. So kind of so. And then you got the leg torso area here, which you're thinking, oh, well, that's kind of cool and stuff, but you got to remove his whole that whole torso to narrow in his hips. So I don't know how that would happen in the cartoon. I haven't seen the cartoon yet, but so you got to remove that, and then remove the legs off of the torso there. So here, leg one, bye-bye. Bye-bye. And then you got to put his little tiny narrow hips back together, and let's get that. Shit's falling off the fucking. You gotta straighten out that little. It was like that. It was like that, but now you gotta straighten it out. So yeah. A little bit of disassemblage there. I don't think I've said anything offensive yet. Not that I'm planning to, but I was just kind of like, oh, I haven't said crap. So. Because I just made that vlog where I just talked about everything, all the what is funny and what is not funny, and what is offensive and what is not offensive. So, get his legs back together there. The stand goes bye-bye. The hips, you gotta... The hips were a little bit positioned a little bit back like that. That red waist, and you can slide and then compress it like that. So that's pretty much it. I'll put this waist back on that ball joint right there. Boink. And that's essentially it. You gotta do some manipulation of the arms. That has to go into his shoulders, which didn't make any sense, and his hands have to come back together, but kind of like that. No, his head looks up. So what I mean is you gotta remove that. You have to rotate that piece up so it can get through there, and then you can put the arm back together. There, yay! You also have to swap this thing 90 degrees. Let go, let go, let go. There it comes. Put it back 90 degrees, and then there you go. Do the same with the other arm. Remove the arm. Like that. Take that piece right there and rotate it till it goes right there. And then you can stick his arm back on his shoulder. Hello, my name is Mr. Gundam. So that's pretty much he's done. And then you gotta do his little rotational arm and stuff. The gun does a little bit of a transformation too. You got to drop that down. And it's got this funny thing in there. It's funny. Take that out, and I know and you gotta flip the tab around. Stick it back in there. And then kind of do like that. And that's his gun. So, I gotta get his hands back on, but so. There you go. Hold the gun. Put his gun hand back on. Well, now he's got a gun there. Alright. I know I'm zoomed in too close right now. Oh, and his shield. Alright, so rotating that little wrist guard thingy, he gets a little place on the back there for his shield. Should be done. Yeah, my hands are too big and the thing is too small, so I try to use pinkies and small fingers, but opposing thumbs are really convenient. Yeah, so this is what he looks like. Cost, how much did he cost? $12 here in Japan. He's alright, he's okay. I don't know. Compared to a Freedom Gundam, he seems kind of lacking. But then again, Freedom Gundam is pretty cool. The stickers on them, I tried to put them on the best as I could, and nope, autofocus, not yet. A little bit of manual focus would have been good. Yeah, there's two stickers up there. There's one on his helmet, his eyes, chest. He's got a whole gap for the gun thing. It's got a couple more decals right there. The two black places there, and I think it's most of them are on his head. I think there's one on the back of his head right there, and his gun has a couple. One, I think, for the gun. That's basically it. You can store the gun right there on his ass tail bone thing. Remove his gun, and he's got those two little tabs right there. And the gun can compress a bit, and then you store that right there. There you go. It's almost like a scorpion's tail, but you know. I don't know. If you like wingy Gundams, he's got 4 wings, which is kind of good. The wings don't move; they're fixed unless you break it like I did. These things can do that. If they are some kind of Freedom Force, a Freedom Gundam-esque kind of design, but let's compare him with his buddy here, number 1. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is he that much better? Head design a little bit different. Oh, his ass cheeks are up. Shoulders are different. He doesn't have the same kind of jet pack. No boosters on there, so. It's got these front chappy things instead of those, like some kind of shin guards, instead of this kind of anklet. Price-wise, I think this is like $2 more expensive, but it's all going to come down, of course. Oh shit! I just spilled some fucking cocktail on my cock and my tail. Any questions I could answer. I'm just anticipating questions. The head had a lot of components on it. I think it was made up of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 7 pieces. The head was. Shield looks pretty small, but maybe he can block with his oh shit. Maybe he can block with his wings. I don't know. So yeah, head sculpt's a little bit different. Well, I think that's my review of Gundam Age-2. Kind of like this guy. My favorite, of course, is so far is this guy. I didn't even make a review of him, but I think I like him the best. Yeah, pick him up if you want. I don't know how much you're gonna pay for him, but watch out for the wings. You might break them. And I think that's the only crappy thing about him. The wings and some of these little 2 decals on the top of his head. Those are those little 2 green ones right there. They're so-so. But man, he's alright. He's alright. Alright, guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Bye. So, he also comes with beam saber. So, if you're in need of beam sabers, well, he comes with 2 of them. So, kind of good. Whereas this guy, I think, only came with 1 little handle. Maybe he came with 2, but so he's ready for action. All right, and one last super last thing. Oh shit, his hand so tall. You can store the beam sabers in his ass gun area here. If I can get it stored away. Ah, shit. But I really don't know how he's gonna get that out of there. He's gonna have to hold it from the top and then slap it anyway. Yeah, so you can do a bunch of poses and action and battle ready shit. You know, I like swords and I like weapons and stuff like that. But kind of weird. All right, guys. I think that should be everything. Maybe so. Tap it. She don't know. All right. Well, talk to you guys later. All right, come by. Bye. Be more.